It's an email from the Malaysian embassy. The Malaysian embassy is a place with a lot of connections to weird diplomats. Malaysia was the featured country for the first episode of Weird Diplomats.
Definitely.
We take a look at the economic relationship between Korea and Malaysia in that episode.
We have some plans to invest in Malaysia.
In August, I met the Malaysian ambassador in Paju.
Our solidarity with the South Korean people.
We talked about the long-standing friendship between Korea and Malaysia through the Malaysia Bridge in Paju. In September, I visited Malaysia at the invitation of the Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation. While covering the Malaysia International Halal Showcase, I learned about the current state of the global halal industry and the potential of Korean halal companies. And we continue to maintain good relations this year. The Malaysian embassy participated in the Subway Poetry project planned in January, and in early February, I attended the Durian diplomacy program held by the Malaysian embassy as a representative of the Weird Diplomats team. So why did the Malaysian embassy send us an email this time? So there's a place in Seoul where I can try the authentic Malaysian food? That is interesting. Then, shall we head over to the meeting place? The place we are supposed to meet is Songpa-gu District, Seoul. So this is the place where we can try the authentic Malaysian food in Seoul. Did you know there was a Malaysian restaurant in Seoul? I had no idea. Oh, it was also selected on the Blue Ribbon Survey list from 2022 to 2025. It must be a great restaurant.
Okay. Oh, hi Marie. 안녕하세요.
Everyone, let me introduce you to my Malaysian friends. This is Bill. He is a Malaysian diplomat. And this is Camelia from Tourism Malaysia. And this is a Malaysian restaurant located in Songpa-gu, Seoul. You can feel a Malaysian vibe everywhere.
This is always our favorite spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about this place.
Well, this place serves Malaysian food, and whenever I miss Malaysia's food, I always come here.
Really?
Because from my colleagues and from my friends, they always say that the Makan serves the best Malaysian food so far in town. So yeah, I always come here.
Ah, so do you also come here often?
Yeah, actually, this is the first Malaysian restaurant that I went to when I visited Korea last year.
Oh.
Last time, there weren't any Malaysian restaurant here. So I'm very happy now that I can eat Malaysian food in Korea.
So is the owner Malaysian?
Not to my knowledge, surprisingly. The owner is actually a Korean.
Really? Now that I know this, I really have to meet the owner. As I became curious about the owner of the restaurant, someone came to bring us water.
Thank you.
사장님이세요?
네, 지금 여기 사장입니다.
안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요.
근데 사장님, 저 뭐 좀 여쭤봐도 돼요?
네.
한국 분이신데 말레이시아 식당을 어떻게 오픈하게 되셨어요?
제가 여행을 너무 좋아해서 사실은 여러 나라 여행을 다 가봤었는데 이제 말레이시아에는 좀 독특한 문화와 특성이 있어서 거기 제가 반해서 다니고 있던 회사에 퇴사를 하고 그리고 이 레스토랑을 열게 됐습니다. 다른 나라들과는 다르게 이제 인도계 말레이시안, 그다음에 차이니즈 말레이시안, 로컬 말레이시안 이 세 민족이 정말 평화롭게 어우러지면서 그들만의 독특한 문화와 음식을 만들어내고 있거든요. 그 부분에 반해서 이 레스토랑을 하게 됐습니다.
He went on a trip to Malaysia and fell in love with the country's diversity. From there, his interest in Malaysia began. But how diverse can a country be that someone could fall in love with the diversity it has to offer? Shall we take a moment to find out now?
One word that describes Malaysian society is diversity. Connecting Asia, the Middle East, and Europe geographically, Malaysia has historically been a key point for trade. After independence, it embraced the various ethnic groups that settled there, creating today's multicultural society. Multi-ethnic. Malaysia is a multi-ethnic country. The three major ethnic groups in Malaysia are Malay, Chinese, and Indian. And there are numerous smaller indigenous groups in rural peninsular Malaysia and in the Borneo states. Multilingual. As a multi-ethnic society, the languages used in Malaysia are diverse, including the official language Malay, as well as English, Chinese, and Tamil. Multi-religion. Malaysia's state religion is Islam, but the constitution respects various religions, including Buddhism, Christianity, and Hinduism. Also, the major observances of each religion have been designated as public holidays.
Now let's continue the conversation with the owner of the restaurant.
근데 이제 이곳에서 진짜 말레이시아 음식을 먹을 수 있다고 들었는데
네.
맞나요?
네, 맞습니다. 저희 재료들도 거의 다 동남아에서 수입하고 있고 요리사들도 현지에서 제가 초빙을 했기 때문에 현지에서 드시는 거랑 맛이 똑같습니다. 도마칸을 처음에 열게 된 계기에는 제가 여행을 좋아하는 것도 있지만 사실은 말레이시아라는 나라 자체를 한국인들이 좀 생소한 나라라고 생각을 많이 하는데 의외로 한국 사람들이 가보거나 음식을 먹어보면 되게 친숙하고 매력적인 나라라는 생각을 했거든요. 근데 그거를 뭔가 한국 사람과 그 나라를 이어줄 수 있는 뭔가 창구가 되면 좋겠다 그런 생각을 많이 했고 그래서 이제 이 식당 자체가 처음 먹어보는 한국인들에게는 뭔가 말레이시아 여행 가고 싶게 만들고 좋은 이미지를 만들어주는 그런 이 정도의 의미를 가지면 좋을 것 같고 그리고 이제 거기에서 일했던 분들이나 아니면 옛날에 사셨던 분들한테는 향수를 달랠 수 있는 그런 정말 그런 공간을 만들어 보고자 해서 인테리어부터 시작해서 맛까지 정확하게 그분들을 위해서 다 기획을 하고 오픈을 했습니다. 그래서 뭐 마음껏 즐겨주시면 감사드릴 것 같습니다.
He hopes that this restaurant is where Malaysia can be introduced to Koreans and can feel like home to Malaysians living in Korea. In this respect, wouldn't it be possible to call him a civilian diplomat who connects Korea and Malaysia? Well then, I should try some Malaysian food myself and find out about its charms. Let's order.
So we'll order one nasi lemak and
Char kway teow? I miss char kway teow.
And also the cereal prawn.
Thank you very much.
감사합니다.
Let me tell you about the dishes we ordered.
So what are the characteristics of Malaysian food?
Well, if you ask me, I only can say in 3 words, simple words. Aromatic. Food is always our bonding, our bond, and it's always hard to forget Malaysian taste.
Hard to forget?
Yeah, because once you taste, it's like so good, you couldn't forget it.
Yes. I would say that Malaysian food, because Malaysia is multicultural. So we have Malay, you have Chinese, you have Indian, and all these flavors, they intertwine, making Malaysian food is unique. Yeah, so you can have all these flavors in Malaysia.
Do you have soul food?
Soul food? Well, I couldn't tell you exactly what is Malaysian soul food. It's because, like what my colleague just explained, we are a multi-racial country, and there's plenty and variety of choices of food. So if you ask me, is there a Malaysian soul food? It's difficult to tell you.
Yeah.
But as a Malaysian, we can all agree, nasi lemak and roti canai, every Malaysian would agree that is Malaysian's soul
Soul
food.
food, yes.
Even if, especially when you're abroad, be it if you're a student or working abroad.
So today, I will be able to eat nasi lemak, which many Malaysians consider their soul food. I was curious about how Malaysian food is made. So I asked the owner if I could take a look around the kitchen.
저희 요리사들 소개해드리겠습니다. 저희는 총 2명의 말레이시아 셰프가 근무하고 있고요. 여기는 존이라는 이름의 셰프고요. 여기는 하킴이라는 이름의 셰프입니다.
Nice to meet you.
So let's take a look at how Malaysian food is made. Watching the chefs in the kitchen, I was able to find many similarities and differences between Korean and Malaysian food. Also, a lot of ingredients that are not commonly used when cooking Korean food were used. It was new and interesting. I became curious how they ended up working at a Malaysian restaurant in Korea. So I decided to talk to one of the chefs.
My name is John Singin Jr. I come from Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, Malaysia. So I decided to come to Korea because of my career in Malaysia. I already passed so many levels in Malaysia since my college, internship, and then highest position I get from Malaysia is sous chef. So I already passed all these steps. So I wanted to change my new environment to a restaurant because previously I worked at hotel, 5-star hotel. So yeah, that's the reason.
You want a new challenge.
Correct.
Ah.
I wanted a new challenge.
So how's your life in Korea?
Yeah. Actually, life in Korea is really different from Malaysia. The food, totally different from Malaysia.
Ah, Korean
Totally
food is
different.
very different from
Totally
Malaysian
different,
food.
yes.
Oh.
In terms of the food taste, here is more light. In Malaysia, we experience very heavy flavor.
But
Yes.
is there any Korean food that you'd like to learn?
Yeah, of course. I would like to learn about fried chicken and then sundae-guk.
Sundae-guk?
Sundae-guk, yes. I love to eat sundae-guk here. Yes.
I hope I can have the chance to try the fried chicken and sundae-guk made by him. And finally, it is time to taste Malaysian food. Let me show you the finished dish. Oh, and we need a drink to go with the food, right?
Higher.
This is Malaysian teh tarik. It is a milk tea that is very popular in Malaysia to the point that it is called the national drink.
Why does it do it like this?
So
That's the tarik means.
Yes.
Tarik means to
Pull.
pull.
So it's called the pull tea, literal translation.
Literal translation.
This pulling process helps the tea and condensed milk to mix better.
Nice.
Then, shall we indulge ourselves with the taste of Malaysian food?
Wow! Maybe you can try
Yeah.
some Malaysian food?
Yes.
Ooh.
Let me try some teh tarik first.
Te means tea and tarik means pull. So
Oh.
It is very sweet and smooth.
You should try the signature
Yes.
dish first.
Nasi lemak.
This is the nasi lemak. So normally we eat it together. The rice, the sambal, the anchovies, the peanuts, and also this is the egg.
Everything a little bit.
yes.
It was a very familiar yet unique taste. It was familiar because you eat rice and side dishes together, but the taste was different when the coconut rice, sambar sauce, and other side dishes came together.
It's very tasty.
Yeah. It's very aromatic.
Very spicy.
Now you feel
Comes later.
The sambar sauce might taste a little spicy, but it was still delicious.
The most important thing is the sambal. So different people make sambal the different way.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, how do you make sambar sauce?
So sambal normally we use onions and then we use a special ingredient which is belacan.
Like
Belacan is a shrimp, like a shrimp paste.
like fermented shrimp.
Fermented shrimp. Yeah, and of course the main ingredient is chili. Yeah, but many countries has different type of chili. That's why I think the taste can differ between countries or regions. Yeah.
But every household makes sambal sauce
Sambal.
differently.
Yes.
So it's like Korean kimchi.
Exactly.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the soul food for Malaysians.
Yeah. All Malaysians know
All
nasi
Malaysian.
lemak.
Whether you are Sabahan, Sarawakian, Chinese, Malay, Indian, they will surely say nasi lemak is the food they miss when they are abroad.
The broth, yes.
Let me try the next dish.
It's a flat noodle. I think it's from rice base, flat noodle.
These noodles were made in a different way from Korean food, but it was delicious.
Oh, this is really good.
Do you have something similar?
This reminds me a little bit of 짜장면. You know what 짜장면 is?
Yes, yeah.
It's Chinese, but it's actually Korean Chinese. I think every Korean will like this noodles.
Oh yeah. Is it spicy?
Very
for you?
familiar. Not that spicy.
Let me try the next dish. There's no way fried shrimp could taste bad.
Was it good?
오, 진짜 맛있다.
Because it was coated in a cereal batter, it was extra crispy. While eating Malaysian food, I felt like I was in Malaysia. It was a really fun time. Since I was meeting with Malaysian friends, I decided to learn more about their country. And I remembered that Malaysia has designated 2026 as Visit Malaysia Year. We had Camellia from Tourism Malaysia with us, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to talk about Malaysian tourism in detail.
So I have been to Malaysia once last year during the Mihas, but I want to ask you, Malaysians, what kind of country is Malaysia?
For me, I would say Malaysia in my heart is sort of like a hidden gem. Like once a person discover it, they would want to retire there. No question asked. It's because that obviously it's the food variety. We offer many delicious food. Secondly, is there's a lot of things to explore as we are a multiracial country and there's a lot of culture to explore. And thirdly, the weather. A lot of Koreans told me it's the perfect weather for Koreans.
Ah, really?
Yes, it's always sunny in Malaysia.
Maybe those are the reasons, but Malaysia is one of the most popular overseas travel destinations for Koreans. So, Camellia, how important are Korean tourists to the Malaysian tourism industry?
So Korean market is actually the 7th largest tourist into Malaysia. So last year I think we had 475,000 Koreans in Malaysia. So it is in the top 10 market for Malaysia. So this market is very important to us. And also that's why we have now many direct flights to Kuala Lumpur, to some destination like Sabah, for example. Yes.
So I heard that Tourism Malaysia has designated 2026 as Visit Malaysia Year. Is there any specific goals or promotional plans to attract Korean tourists?
So for this campaign, we are actually targeting very ambitious target to achieve 5.6 million tourists. Yeah, so in order for us to achieve this, we are working with the airlines, we're working with the travel agencies, and also the tour operators, the industry, the hotel industry, the associations, to come up with special packages, special incentive for tourists. Yeah, so after this, you will see a lot more promotion about Malaysia in the Korean market.
So could you tell me which areas are the top tourist spots?
There are a lot of places to explore in Malaysia. Firstly, if food, you can talk about the food heaven in Penang. If you talk about the beautiful beaches, Sabah, which a lot of Koreans are there, and also Langkawi. If you talk about entertainment, such as golf, sports, or whatsoever, it will be KL for the nightlife, and Johor, there's golf heaven for all golfers. So yeah, beside that, we have Mother Nature in Sarawak and also Pahang. Yeah, everywhere.
After hearing interesting stories about Malaysia, I wanted to travel to Malaysia right away. There seems to be so many charms of Malaysia that I didn't know about. Oh, and there was one more thing I was curious about. Do you remember the Durian diplomacy program that I talked about earlier? The Durian diplomacy program, held last February, introduced Malaysia's Musang King, which is considered the best variety of durian. And you can buy frozen Musang King durian in Korea too. Durian is a fruit famous for its strong smell, and it is hard to find in Korea. So I had never tried it before, but I was able to eat durian for the first time here. So let me try it.
좀 독특한 향이 나요. 근데 막 그렇게까지 못 견딜 정도는 아닌데? 약간 코코넛 맛?
As I kept eating, I could taste the unique taste of durian.
처음 먹어보는 맛이에요.
I kept eating because of its unique charm. Another interesting thing I learned through this event is that durian is considered a very important fruit in Malaysia.
Today's event, the Durian Diplomacy Program, is basically a program to introduce durian. But in a long term, it's not only the durian that you are bringing, because we want to foster our bilateral relationship between Malaysia and South Korea. So instead of normal meetings for the diplomacy, that's why we bring the durian diplomacy. Durian as an object for diplomacy, which we can connect together these two countries.
But you have a lot of other fruits in Malaysia as well, but why did you choose durian?
As of now, durian is the most exported fresh fruit all over the world in Malaysia. It's more than 55% of our fresh fruit exports. That's why we want to bring durian. And it's not any durian, because we have a lot of varieties of durian in Malaysia. We have blackthorn, we have D24, we have so-called udang merah or red prawn in English, a lot. But we bring the most premium one, Musang King.
It is a fruit that evokes nostalgia, pride, and a sense of community. Durian, as you may be aware, is more than just a fruit in Malaysia. It is a symbol of our heritage, a testament to our agricultural excellence, and a bridge that connects people across cultures.
Maybe that is why there are also durian tourism packages in Malaysia.
There are a lot of people who love durian, that so much so that we at Tourism Malaysia has to develop or curate some tourism packages just to promote durian. So we have this package developed last year and was launched in Malaysia.
So I'm going to ask in detail about the durian tourism program.
And last time we met, you had a presentation about durian tourism. Right?
Exactly, yes.
Tell me more about that. What is the durian tourism and how popular is it?
Yeah, because Malaysia is a tropical country. That's why we also have many tropical fruits that's grown in Malaysia. And durian is it's a king of fruit. A lot of Malaysians love durian.
The durian is known as the king of fruits. The durian's three major producers are Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia, and they produce 3 million tons of durian annually. Malaysia's durian production has been steadily increasing, reaching 600,000 tons in 2023. although Thailand is the largest exporter of durian, with 94% of the world's total exports. Malaysia's durian exports are increasing significantly every year. In particular, Malaysia has solidified its position as a durian exporter by exporting fresh durian to China, the largest durian importer, last year.
Now that we're promoting many states, many destinations in Malaysia, during the durian season, there's so many durians that some tourists would come to visit during the fruiting season, which is I think normally in the middle of the year, like May towards until August. Yeah, so that's why now we are promoting the king of fruit to the Korean market. Yeah, so now you can savor the Malaysian durian. The variety that we introduce here is the Musang King. So that's very popular in Malaysia and it tastes really good. And you can also find it here in Korea now. Yes.
Is that program popular, the durian tourism?
Yeah, so basically a lot of tourists, normally from Northeast Asia country like China, Hong Kong, Taiwan. So they do have charter flights coming in during the durian season, direct into Malaysia. Some places like Bill mentioned, Penang is very popular, Kuala Lumpur. That's why because of this interest, we are now introducing durian tourism packages. So what you can do is that you can visit all these durian farms and see how they pick the durians. You can taste the durians. They also have cooking classes, and you can visit the kampong stay, for example, and learn a little bit of culture. So it's very interesting activity among the tourists. So like if Koreans haven't tried durian, can try it in Malaysia.
But durian has a lot of fans, but a lot of people that dislike the durian,
it's
right?
a love or hate relationship.
Yeah, there's no in between. It's either you love it or you hate it.
How about you? Do you like
I
it?
love it.
You love it.
Yeah, I love it.
If you like durian, you should definitely take a look at the Malaysian durian tourism packages.
I know that many Koreans visit Malaysia, but also many Malaysians visit Korea as well. So where are some popular tourist destinations in Korea that Malaysians are curious about?
Well, for me, surprisingly, to my knowledge, and everybody has been asking me, is the question of DMZ.
DMZ,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh.
So I thought everyone would ask me about Busan because like there's famous train to Busan and what's not. But
Maybe
yeah,
Jeju.
yeah. But all my friends, even my family members, ask me like, "Oh, have you visited the DMZ? How is it like there?" So I guess it's a very interesting shift of question. They kept asking me, but I've visited DMZ myself. So I would say like if you want to know what's on the other side, they should come and experience themselves to know what is the what is life after the border and all the historic moments are happening within that border.
I just assumed that many Malaysians visit Myeongdong for shopping or Busan or Jeju Island. But also many Malaysians are very interested in Korean history.
Yeah. Not only history, culture, K-pops, Malaysians
because
are
we
crazy.
watch a lot of Korean dramas.
I was glad to hear that Malaysians are interested in various aspects of Korea, such as the history and culture. I hope that Korea and Malaysia can get to know each other better in the future. So everyone, how was today's episode of ARE Diplomats? I thought I knew Malaysia pretty well, but I didn't. And thanks to my Malaysian friends, I learned new aspects and charms about Malaysia that I didn't know before.
I think we hope that the Koreans will explore more about Malaysia instead of just Kota Kinabalu. Even in Sabah, there are other destinations like Sandakan, like Sampurna, for example, which is also very popular among tourists from other parts of the world.
Understanding each other, that is how both sides can move forward stronger. Yeah. So mutual respect is very important at the same time. Understanding different country has different culture, and yeah, we just need to embrace it.
It was also very meaningful to meet the owner of this Malaysian restaurant who was acting as a civilian diplomat, bridging together Korea and Malaysia through food. We may not be aware of it, but I think that Korea-Malaysia ties have become deeper thanks to the people who act as diplomats in many fields. I hope that today's episode of ARE Diplomats helped you to feel Malaysia's charms and brought you closer to Malaysia as well. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. Oh, before we close the show, we have one quick announcement. Our program has been on a year-long journey since last May under the title ARE Diplomats. And now, we feel it is time for a change. We will try to shed light on the relationship between Korea and other countries from a different perspective in a new atmosphere. So we will be back in a month as a new program. Please continue to show your love and interest. Until then, take care everyone.
So do you sometimes cook nasi lemak at home in Korea?
No.
No.
Firstly, it's because I'm not a very good cook myself. So I rather come to the makan and taste the original taste.
Because we need to support the restaurants here as well.